It is Friday. Oh, we started with a thumbs up. That was a bit weird. Let's try that again. It is Friday, 7 p.m. Video went live an hour ago. What did we do? I don't know. Wheel bearing, T5. Spot on, sweet. Rowan's turned up. What's going on? We've got Vanfest coming up very soon, very shortly. We have got much to do. And if we don't start pulling some late shifts, it ain't going to get done. And also, it's a bit chilly. Let me shuffle some motors about, get dressed, and let's get into it. So, one caddy out, one caddy in. I painted the windscreen on this bad boy. Well, I didn't paint the windscreen, because you wouldn't be able to see. I have painted the windscreen surround. So it's got no windscreen in. She's TFSI. It makes all the whooshy whooshy noise. Whootish. Oh yeah, that sounds beastie. But it's got no windscreen in, so it can't stay out indefinitely. What we're going to do, Rowan's going to do a 180. Let me show you what's going on. Pumsy's just turned up. Rowan's going to do a 180 because Maxis don't like going on my ramp forwards. They come in backwards. I've done some paintwork on the pulley front bumper. Probably the best paintwork I've ever seen, and there is a video coming up on that. It is mint. First job, the biggest job.
That's too much for me. Oh, man.
So, someone commented. Someone commented on the video where we painted it, the colour's out. Yes, it's a bit whiter. We're not blind, but we're painting a 20-year-old work van. It's going to happen. And someone also said, only 2 coats of paint? Industry standard 2 coats of paint. It's all right, isn't it? It's better than black, right? It's a bit whiter. You've never polished.
I never wash it. So
you never wash it. So if we polish the bottoms of the doors, the white will look better. What's going on, Pums? Let's get Rowan's on the ramp and see what we've got to fix today. Tonight. Now.
Not much. It's all right.
Not much. It is good.
There's one thing that's going to be awful.
I am slightly concerned.
Oh, I'm very worried.
Let's show them. Right, let's get some chit chat to the minimum for one moment. First of all, oil and filter. Before we lift it up, I'm going to undo the oil filter housing. And when you can hear air sucking, yeah, I'm just going to undo it, leave that open, and now all the oil that was in the oil filter housing is draining to the sump. Now let's lift it up. Well, it's turned into Caddy Club Friday. We've got guns, we've got teeth, we've got noodle, and we've got gearbox lifter, skip banger. It's all going on. Oh, skip banger. Right, Rowan's, we need to drain the oil, and unfortunately, when we took his subframe off, I can't remember. Why did we take it off before, Rowan? Oh yeah, we've done the gearbox, and that 21mm bolt stayed in the bolt, and it stripped the thread out of the engine mount. There's a mount here, and there's one on the top. The one on the top, the thread's gone, so we nut and bolted it. He's got new bits. We're going to try and do that. I don't know how because I haven't got a tool, but we're going to unbolt it, get a big grinder out and make that happen. He has also got new debushes because if I do it with one hand, I don't know if that's going to work. Rowan, big nude.
Yes, but
Can I have your service? Can you just wiggle your... You're rocking the van.
It's definitely movement.
It is, it has got movement. So what we're doing, debushes, front thing,
Oil.
and oil and filter. Well, let's get the oil.
She's ready for Vanfest.
Vanfest. We better all fit. Theo, he ain't phoned me, but he ain't phoned me back yet. I've tried FaceTiming him as well. He said we're having 1.5 metres between vans. I said, we don't have 1.5 metres down at my workshop, mate. They're parked Rizzler to Rizzler. So if we park tight, we're all getting. Theo, if you see this video, that's the deal, mate. We're all coming. Rowan?
So I'm guessing, undo these, undo that.
Have you got new drop
Slides
links?
off.
Have you got new drop links?
No.
You haven't got new drop links?
You didn't say new drop links, you just said
All right,
shoes.
all right. Well, yeah. They have got slits in the back.
Has it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh,
So 16mm, 16mm, Bosch. Take them out.
yeah.
Let me know when you're done. I'll advise if needed. Are you going to come and undo the sump plug, Rowan? And get soaked in oil? I got it.
Sure?
I got it. Gun? You got to do it with a ratchet. Spanners and ratchets were all the rage before impact guns. Yeah, mate. Yeah, mate. You ain't even using a socket. There's Stilsons there. No, I'm joking. Yeah, I've gone a gun. Saves a minute. That's 16. You won, Roheen. Do you think you can handle the big gun? Take that. Make sure it's in undo mode. Yeah. That gun's so big that when you pull the trigger, it tries to push you away from the bolt. So you need to. Rowan's just going to do loop the loops. So when you undo it, push it on the bolt, or otherwise you'll strip it. God, it's still going. You had some oil in there, Rowan. You didn't want that BLS blowing up, did you? Go on, boy. I don't know when the videos are coming out, Josh. Josh is there. Don't know if you can see him. The saga with your gearbox. So I've made a video on it, and I don't know where. Well, I know where we're up to on recording a video, but it ain't finished yet. So if you see the video, there's been like 24 hours in between shots.
If you think about it, it's just my van. That van's a bit cursed. Door cards, they were the same.
You've had uphill paper round on it.
Yeah, it's been hard work, that.
Mark's over there cleaning stuff off his van.
Bird shit.
Bird shit? There's nothing wrong with a bit of bird shit, mate.
Oh no.
Flattens off that paint. I would say wash it, but you ain't got a windscreen.
Nah.
I'm desperate to wash Pooley's one. Jesus, can't drop in the camera. Yeah, windscreen will be in Monday, so you'll be able to give it a good scrubby dub.
Honestly, this gets washed nicely every month.
I'll scratch and shine it before I give it back to you. I'll get the bucket and sponge out for you, mate, don't you worry. Mother's meeting going on out the front, so what you can do, Rowan, you can give the D-bush just a little squirt of squirt. And then it should pop right over. There you go. Good catch. Oil's finished draining, sump plug's back in. Rowan's nearly done 2 D-bushes. I need to get the subframe off. And we have had it down before. Because sometimes these bolts like to stick into the, Mark, you know that about the bolt sticking. Because your wishbone bushes are hanging, aren't they?
Yeah, they want to stick.
Yeah, I tried to undo them. They went to snap, he said, stop! Yeah, the bolts stick into the alloy.
To do the later list.
Yeah. Clumsy? Sorry, mate. You stood there all bored and looking pretty. I've got 2 more bolts to undo. That must have been a sticky one. I've soaked it in grease. That should be you. Thanks, mate. Doing Josh gearbox often? No. We've done it 3 times already. So, Subframe's out, and you can see there's a nut on there. There isn't meant to be, but the thread went, so I made it happen. I need to work out how I'm going to get these out. We've got 2 new mounts, Rowan. Is there definitely 2? There is definitely 2. Okay, so that one goes in the top. That one goes in the bottom. I am going to cut these out and hopefully work out a way to get them back in. So I've got Rowan scotching out the inside of the new bonnet for my Caddy, and I am going to try remove his bushes. The easiest way to remove a bush is to cut through the outer race. Sometimes you can just cut through once, sometimes you need to cut through twice. Once you've cut through the outer race, the bearing or the bush will come out. I have taken a couple of pictures as to what orientation they are. That way, if you forget, they're not going in upside down, back to front, twisted sock kind of mode. Oh, they are plastic outers. Well, that didn't take long to cut through them. Blade's a bit short, we make it happen. A little mark cut into the subframe is fine. Obviously you don't want to cut a big chunk out, but I'd rather cut a groove into the what's holding it rather than not enough. There is obviously a special tool to do this, and that is not it. That's a wheel bearing tool. I'm going to use that to press the new one in. But we haven't got the special tool, we've just got brute force and ignorance. Oh yeah, she's falling out. One piece. Yeah, both sides. That's the easiest bush removal I've ever done. Yeah. That weren't too bad at all. I've actually just noticed there's a little groove in it. There must be a little groove in this to line up for orientation. I'm going to clean that a little bit. Let's offer up the new ones. I have got a drum sander. I use these quite a lot. Got my drill. Nice one, Jim. I'm not going to clean it too mad. Just a little bit. The white stuff is aluminium's version of rust. It's oxidised. Hopefully we didn't go too far and then the bush just falls through, because that wouldn't be very good. Get my phone because I did take a picture. So there's no notch on this one. Is it aftermarket? Yes, it is aftermarket. This genuine bush has got a little notch right there. So I'm going to copy it, even though I did take a picture. That goes that way. It is only a plastic bush. Normally, if this was metal, I would hammer it in a little bit, but I don't want to break that. Well, I don't want to break the bush. I'm going to give it a little tap. Famous last words. Well, it is actually slightly bigger than the recess. It is the same side. So when it's in, it is under a bit of pressure because it's actually slightly too big. Normally, if you've got a metal race, you can fit the first bit in, but this is actually a tiny bit too big. But because it's got that cutout, it will go. I'm going to wrestle this a little. Do I just get something on it and bolt it in? Go on, go on.
Just for that to go that way because of the.
So that with them holes goes at the front.
I was just thinking for the mount.
This,
through,
yeah, that
I mean?
that will be that one.
That one, all right, sorry.
No, you're all right, Pums. I'd rather you say so.
I was looking at it this way and I could see it and I was thinking, does it go the other way? To match up into the.
Pumsy, you are right. So that's the thread. So why, when I pulled that out, I might be wrong, Pums. So,
Know what I mean? For that
mate,
slot,
you are 100% right.
slot through.
I was looking at that flip reverse 180. Lucky Pumsy's here, or I'd have been belt sander in a hole in the back of that. 10 out of 10 for observation. Still don't want to fit. I've also got somewhere a squashed finger, but a big nut and bolt to pull it through. So big, it does that. Some time has passed and I've basically got a big washer on the bottom, i.e. the one from my wheel bearing tool that was in tonight's video that so far not many of you have watched. Come on. 18mm spanner on the bottom, 19mm on top, and it did start to go in a bit skew width. The bit that's open for the mount to slide into, the dog bone, that went in first, and then I lightly greased the back of it. I did put a very, very slight chamfer around it, so that centres it. Now I'm just doing it up, and it is now popping in nicely. So now the front edge is sticking out just a touch. So can I give that a little kiss to tap that in? I believe it's because it's a plastic bush. There he goes. Lovely jubbly. I was a bit concerned for a moment, but that done the job. Let's go back to the nut and bolt. Lovely jubbly. Cutouts in the right place. Now we just have to do that one more time. That obviously goes that way, so the cutout lines up. I'm just going to chamfer that edge ever so slightly with a die grinder. Did you get these from the same place, Rowan, the mounts? Yeah. Okay, because the bottom one I could actually get in. Battery died, don't know where we're up to. Haven't got a microphone plugged in. It's the last bit where the cutout is. That bit won't pop in, so I did with a die grinder just slightly take the edge off it. Now hopefully I can pop that piece in. Yes. Let's go back on the floor. And that is in. That, because my grooves have lined up perfectly there, should fit in. Lovely jubbly. I am going to tap it around and get it a bit closer, I think. I did tap them ever so slightly closer. They just about touch each other inside. So the battery is nearly flat. So we've got no audio. I say we've got no audio. We've only got the camera audio, which isn't the best. We've replaced the O-ring on the oil filter housing. New oil filter in. Rowan's actually got proper PD spec 540 weight. I believe a PD takes 5 litres, but I'll stick 4.5 in. We'll obviously check the dipstick out a little bit so it can breathe a little. Now drink up, little buddy, you're gonna need it. BLS needs all the help it can get, even though we have done the rod bearings and the rod bolts. And you love the BLS now, don't you, Rowan?
Stands for banging legendary standard.
Banging legendary standard, BLS stands for, apparently. How many miles on it?
211, I think now.
Go on. Left drawers, second one down.
Left drawer, second.
Maybe the third, down one. That's it. That's where the ratchets and extension bars go. Rowan's cleaning all my tools because I like them clean. Another friend of ours, he'll have the dirtiest of tools and he'll just put them straight away.
I thought that while I was cleaning these earlier. That is exactly what I thought.
I hate minging tools, and he's learning where everything goes in my toolbox. I'm quite peculiar about my tools and where they go. Not like a snap-on fiend where they're in like little individual bits.
Do we need that? Or would we...
I've done that up. You can
Okay,
put the
sweet.
32 away. Yeah, I've not got like foam pads in all my drawers. I just know exactly where the sockets are. 10mm start on the left, 36mm ends on the right side of the drawer. That gives you a rough idea where to look for a socket. Oh, and of course, we've got a black dipstick, so we can't see. Torch above your head, Rowan. Two pushes on the back. Come in hot. We're up to the max. Gonna fire it up, let it run for 5 minutes, check it again, and we should be goody gumdrops. That should be you set for Netherlands unless we have catastrophic failure, but we won't.
Let's like that.
We're not gonna say that. Let's get it down, fire it up, and get it outside. Rowan's van's all done, he's happy. Rear drop links have sorted the knocking on the back. He used to get a funny rattle on idle, and that was the nut and bolt we'd done on the engine mount. That's all fixed. Oil and filter, he's done, he's happy. He is actually Vanfest ready. I've got loads of bits to do on mine. I'm just putting the pulley caddy back together. Still plenty more to do, but we're keen and we're looking forward to it. I'll see you guys in the next video. I'm out.